Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I want to ask you to do something that is not normally done in a synagogue. I want you to take your phone out. Ooh, so exciting. And I want you to hold it up for me. Really, come on, I know more of you have your phones, come on. Hold it up, and then put it down. Okay, wait, I want to do that again. Hold it up, and now actively and with intention and meaning, put it down. Yes, I want to do that one more time. And then, when we've done that time, I want you to make sure that it's actually turned off. Okay, but this is separate from that. Hold it up, high. Really look around the room. Really look. And now, as forcefully as you can without breaking it, because they're expensive, I know, put it down. Was that painful for anyone? Did it hurt a little bit? Just a little bit. I see on your faces. A little bit. No, you can't. You're done. You're going to have to leave now because you've looked at. Do make sure that it's turned off so we're not interrupted for the rest of the service. But really, I did that to demonstrate something. Because it is really hard. It is really hard, and I speak for myself, not judging anyone. It is hard to put down the busyness of our lives. The phone, this computer in our hands, in our purses, in our pockets is amazing, and it has brought us as a society, as a world, as a human culture, tremendous benefits. I am not anti-phone. But I also understand and I reflect on this Shabbat how completely integral it has become to every waking moment of our lives and even our sleeping lives as well. And our tradition teaches that we have to find some way to put it down. Symbolically the phone, but everything else that is necessary and is good and is useful in our lives, we need to have time when we are not doing those things. And we need to have that time, our tradition teaches, not 1 week at a time in the summer when we get time off from our jobs, but literally every 7 days. Literally every week. Time when we take that thing which is so beneficial and so wonderful and so addictive, and we literally put it down. As I think about this week's Torah portion, the Israelites are brought out of their slavery to phones, perhaps, by God's miraculous hand, walking through an ocean of water that was split so they could walk on dry land. Let's not talk about whether that actually happened or not. It's not that relevant. What's relevant is, imagine the courage that it took, even though the waters were physically held back, to walk through in calm and quiet. And now, today, if we imagine our Shabbat as that space between the crazy waters that threaten to deluge us all the time, think how much harder it is for each of us to hold those waters at bay and walk through in a place of quiet, even temporarily. It is a struggle. It is a challenge. But on the other side is liberation from a slavery that we don't even acknowledge is a slavery. We don't even realize how painful it is for us to put down those phones. But if we do it regularly, not just once in a while, not just for a week in the summer, but all year round, once every 7 days, I trust that we will feel the liberation that the Israelites felt on the other side of the sea. A literal separating from the slavery of our devices. Abraham Joshua Heschel, one of the most important rabbis of the last century, wrote, pre-cell phone days, he who wants to enter the holiness of the day must first lay down the profanity of clattering commerce. The clattering commerce of being yoked to toil. He must go away from the screech of dissonant days, from the nervousness and fury of acquisitiveness and the betrayal in embezzling his own life. He must say farewell to manual work and learn to understand, and this is the most important part, I think, that the world has already been created and will survive without the help of humanity. The world is going to continue, even if we put our phones down for an hour, for a few hours, for a day. All of us, so important in the work that we do, truly. And that work will continue, even if we take a Shabbat once a week. I pray that you are able to hold back those waters. I know they threaten to cave in and deluge. But I pray that you will find that space of quiet as often as you can, so that you can feel the liberation of that seventh day. Shabbat Shalom.